Hey, welcome to the paddle channel. I want to talk about the Fai Va'a 4 Snap-In or 4SI. This boat is made by Outrigger Ozone, and I have been paddling this boat for 110 hours to date, which means about 563 miles in this boat so far. This is a place that we like to paddle. We put in near Fort Fisher. We paddle up a couple of miles and then we turn around and we downwind to a car that we've left. So you can see right away that I am figuring this thing out slowly but surely. What I'm looking at right now is kind of my hips, or how I'm not perfectly centered. Yeah, it's a little critical, but considering I'm still new to V1, I feel pretty stoked about this downwind leg. I'm still trying to figure out the AMA settings. This looks, looking at the AMA and how much it's in the water, maybe it looks like that back 1/3 of the AMA is in the water, and that's something that I'm still trying to figure out. So I'll make the AMA I'll make the AMA a little heavier next time I paddle. But overall, pretty pleased. I'm still figuring out when to poke, when not to poke, when to switch sides, and I'm learning that keeping the canoe headed in this direction that I want to go is a little more important than chasing bumps. I feel like Rod and I have gotten pretty proficient at downwinding in the surf ski, and if you've paddled surf ski in the bumps, you know that you can really chase bumps big time in a surf ski. With the V1, I'm finding that smooth is fast, and what that means to me is keeping the boat running smoothly, keeping the boat running relatively straight, and surfing and catching bumps when they present themselves a little bit better than being overly aggressive. Because when I get overly aggressive trying to catch every bump I see, I end up doing a little too much zigzagging, and so far when you zigzag, it really slows you down. I realize that it's probably an obvious statement, but it really shows in the V1. Alright, so Rod had circled back to give me a chance to catch back up to him, and I think he was trying to surf fast here, but I really think he was trying to get some video footage of me. But I'm learning that again, this V1 is pretty fast if you can keep it straight. Looking at the website, the Fai Va'a 4SI is 23 feet and 5 inches long. That's the same as 7.15 meters. It is 16.25 inches wide, which is the same thing as 410 millimeters. The boat weighs approximately 20.7 pounds or 9.4 kilograms. I'm pretty pleased with the Lani Kai green that this canoe comes in, and this particular bump is not very big, but I was pretty pleased. The fact that I kept the boat running relatively straight went for more than a second or two without having to paddle. So far I've found that the V1 requires a lot more power or brute strength compared to the OC1, and certainly compared to the surf ski. The surf ski is very rhythmic, very aerobic. Not to say that the V1 or OC1 is not aerobic, but man, it requires so much power. Loving this boat. Outrigger Zone did a great job with the design.